and welcome along. This is Virtual Farmer and we are about to load up a load of crops into our trailer. In fact, I'm going to start with the oats. We've got 10,000 litres of those, and that is because we've entered into January and we've hit best price for the oats, which is our biggest amount of crop. We also got the canola prices dropping, and we've got the wheat as well, which is sitting up there at its best price. So seeing as two of our crops are around about their best price and the canola is down a little bit, we're going to be getting those sold today. So let's head out. Where is the best place actually to sell the oats? We need to come across to here and select oats. And that is going to be 1,139 at the Vosges Cooperative. So we will tag that. And that is not too far from us. So should be pretty quick for us to get these sold. I'd also like to get the scrap ground that we're going to be doing, that we're going to be putting our vineyard on. We need to get that purchased. We also need to start working field 88, I think. I want to split that up and sort of get that lined up. If we can get all of that done today, while we have a pretty good day here in January, I think we're going to be able to just skip forward straight to March and get our teeth into getting the spring crops in. This sell point is just the other side of the shop here. And I'm guessing that either of these are good. Oh, it looks like one of these. Yeah, one of these is a loading bay and the other of these is a selling bay. So that's fine. So we should be able to tip these here. So these oats should bring us in about 10,000. We should end up at about 30,000. Also want to have a quick look and see if there are any good. Wow, there's a harvesting contract for barley over on field 9, which is very interesting, and a ploughing contract on 55. We got 11,855 from here though, on this contract, so on this on the oats, so that's really good. We're up to 31,977. Let's go grab our canola, see how much that sells for, and grab our wheat and see how much that sells for. So let's load up with the next crop, and that is going to be the wheat. We'll start with that. Only 5,600 litres of that, so this isn't going to make a massive amount of money. Before I check this, I just want to make sure that our chickens have plenty of food. I think we should top up the chicken feed first then. Getting this trailer in that back shed is a bit of a pain. In fact, I've got a better idea. Where is my telehandler? We'll take a bucket full of grain out of this. This will be about half of our grain, half of our wheat, but that should be enough to keep us going for a while. In fact, the wheat price is pretty dire at the moment, I think. We have a look at this. I know wheat is fairly good. How much to buy a thing of chicken feed on here? Let's have a look down here. A big bag of chicken feed is 1,000, so it's about double the price. But I think based on what we have, we might be all right. I think we might make it to harvest. So if not, we will have to buy a single bag of chicken feed. And yes, that probably is not a great way to go, but I could do with the money right now rather than worrying about it too much. And the chickens seem to be doing absolutely fine for now. And the Vosges Collective or Cooperative is the best place to sell this. Yeah, Vosges Cooperative is the best place to sell this. And so we'll bring this in. I'm only expecting about £4,000 off of the wheat. We don't have a huge amount of it in our trailer. Out it comes, and there we go, 4,131. So pretty spot on for that. Just the canola to go. So round here we come. We will grab the canola. So refill that. There it is. 7,139 litres. And the best place to sell canola is here at the Thefisherj Mills. And you can see the price is dropping considerably now. So let's tag that. And which direction that is? That's that way. So we'll see how easily we can get to that from here. Don't think that should be too difficult. But back out on the main road, and yeah, the cars are fairly brutal on here. They don't stop for anybody. And this is our first visit to the big mill on this map. Absolutely amazing building this with the big water wheel. And we're gonna get our first drop off, our first sale here. But ideally, we want to eventually own this. Now, I do have the rental of productions available. I have that mod enabled on here because I think this might be quite an expensive building to get. Let's tip this into here. But this will do oil and it will do flour. And if we have a look here, if I was going to buy this, it's 350,000 to buy this mill. To lease it would be £958 per day. So we could lease this and run our stuff through it while we were leasing it, which might be interesting. Just sort of get some output from it. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let us know down in the comments. We've got about 6 months. To handle that. That was one hell of a ram from behind by that car. Sheesh. And then on the right-hand side here, this is gonna be the land that we're looking to buy over here. Overlooking the mill, overlooking the viaduct. Actually quite a big bit of land when you look at it. We want to clear all these trees off. So what I want to look at is how much money we'd need in order to clear these trees. I would have thought that most of these, this is part of the land. Yeah, we would get a fair amount of money for wood chips off these. Wood chips at the moment, how well are they selling? So they are selling pretty much at peak. So it's a bit of a cliche for me at the moment, but I think this area here, we'd probably be better off getting a wood chipper, chipping the trees on here and clearing the area. I think would be a really good use of our time. What do we have in the way of wood chippers and how much do they cost to lease for the day? Forestry stuff here. There we go. Wood chippers. There's the Heisermat. Now this would require 150 horsepower to run, which we actually have. We have 150 horsepower, so I could run this, and to lease this, that would cost us 5,000. As long as we made more than 5,600 from the wood chips on here, that would be grand. So first things first, we need to sell off field 25. We've had this sitting around a while. We don't need it, so we're going to sell that. That will give us 62,676, which is great. That puts 107 in our bank account. That then allows us to purchase this area here, both sides of the river this is. So if we buy that, that's 78,000. So yeah, we will purchase that. And then, as I said, I think we want to turn this, because it's a sizable area, but not too big. We want to turn this into an area where we can plant some vines and make a mini vineyard on the farm. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this trailer here, and we'll get a chainsaw. We will get a we'll get a wood chipper and we'll just chip the trees on this side here and make a little bit of money off those. I wouldn't do it if I owned a forestry area, but we are just clearing things up. So that to me makes a lot of sense, to grab us a wood chipper and get these trees chipped down. So up to the shop, let's pop in here, grab ourselves a wood chipper, and we're gonna need a chainsaw as well. So into the shop over here, and so yeah, as I said, we need a wood chipper. So we will put the BKT tires on this. I'm not going to put manual discharge on it. And then we need to select someone for the number plate. And congratulations to warbownikk. You have been selected at random from the Tractor Driver and Above Levels patrons and YouTube channel members. And your name is going to go on the number plate. Missing off the second K, unfortunately, but otherwise fits on there nicely. And with that, we are going to lease this because there's no way we can afford the 110,000. That's going to cost us, as I said, 5,610. And then I also want to grab a chainsaw, and I'm going to go for the style on here. Yes, please, that as well. And there we go. Oh, I'm right in the tractor. So we'll... wow, that's the spawn point for that. You spawn into the tractor once you've been buying stuff. Now I should be able to, I think, put that there. Does this have somewhere for me to stow my... No, I thought it might have somewhere for me to stow my chainsaw. I thought it did. It doesn't seem to, so I'm not going to worry about it for now. There probably is somewhere and I'm missing it. I'll find it when I'm down at the field. We've got the chainsaw on us though, so let's head down there and start clearing off these trees. So let's get this... Oh, we want to turn this round and get it round the other way. We'll unfold it, get the auger out as well, or get the pipe out as well. Over our trailer. I don't know how much they are going for. Are we nearly 1,000? Yeah, we are nearly £1,000 per 1,000 litre on here. So that is perfect. Start it up. Right, and then we'll cut our first tree. This is not something I plan to do as a regular thing on here, but this does afford me the opportunity to do a little bit of this. It'll bring in a decent amount of money this first year, which is quite useful. And these trees will be fairly heavy, so I think we'll have to cut most of these into parts. Also, it gives me a chance to try out the new tree collisions that came out in the recent update. I think 1.5 or 1.6 did some stuff with the tree collisions, which is very cool. Right, get rid of that one, and we want to cut off this one as well. Yeah, so I'm going to cut all these branches off here, and we will get this sorted out. So I've gone along and I've chopped all the branches off. We just need to get all the twigs off them because it makes it easier to see things. But in general, this tree is ready to, well, the edge bits are ready to sort of be fed into our chipper. Hopefully most of these I can pick up, and that will go in there fairly easy. This tree on its own should bring us in about 16 grand. The whole thing here, we could be looking at somewhere around 50,000 to do this. So part of the reason for doing this is actually because it will fund getting the vineyard set up just itself, which is the big thing. We have a whole load of stuff that we're going to have to purchase and pick up in order for the vineyard to work and get done. And yeah, so this is why we've got to cut these trees down, partly for that reason and partly because they are in the way. So it's really a 2-for-1 that works out very well for us. Last one of the branches, and that's in. How full is that trailer? Let's have a look. Not telling me. If I come over here, we have 3,689 wood chips just from the branches of this tree. That's really good. Right, so we can't cut it like that. We can cut it like this. And I think if I go like this, and then we slice it down the middle like this, and then hoping that either I can pick it up like this or I can slice it into 4 pieces. This is 1.5 meters in length. It's 567 kilograms at the moment. Right, that's sliced in half. Let's see if we can pick that up. Yeah, we can. Perfect. So we angle that around and try and get this vertical like that. We should be able to slot this straight in here. And there we go. And how much does that take us up to? 5,212. Yeah, there's quite a lot of wood chips in all of this. That was over 1,000 liters of wood chips just in that one slice. We are definitely going to get a full trailer off this. Up to 6,700. So yeah, about 1,200 liters in each of those bits. That is quite impressive. Last section of tree, and I'm not using super strength here. I'm just incredibly strong. 572 kilograms this bit, and this actually will take quite big chunks of tree in it. Although with that extra bit at the top there, that is not really helping. So just cut that off, and then the whole thing will go in. Not overly health and safety. And I think we got a full trailer there. Yes, we have 18,500 liters. So we'll turn that off. Unclip wood chipper. There's some wood chips still left in the wood chipper. That's okay. We're going to cut the small tree there next. And I think we're going to take everything this side of the road. So we're looking pretty good at the moment. So let's come into here, actually. Will it show me wood chips? No, it won't show me wood chips here because they're all in my trailer. So if we have a look down here at wood chips, 975, 982, 999 there at the landscaper. So nearly £1,000 per 1,000 liters. That also is not massively far from us, only 360 odd meters. So we should be able to get this tipped and back fairly quickly. And this immediately, this first trailer doing one tree is going to pay for our entire rental of that wood chipper. The price of wood chips over the winter does just make this a very viable thing over the winter to do. It is just pays so incredibly well. The wood chips go in there. Let's dump those. We're expecting about 18,000, 18,500 if we're lucky. In they go. I'm not sure how I'm going to get out of here. I don't really have enough space to turn around at the moment. We're going to have to pull forward a little bit and then back out. And that is done. There we go. 18,479. So yeah, just shy of £1,000 per 1,000 liters, and that number is still going up, which is just brilliant. We'll bring this back under the wood chipper, expecting to get some wood chips out of it as soon as I turn this on. So drop that off there. It's found the trailer again, which is good. And hook it up. There we go. Turn it all on. And there's, yeah, a fair amount of wood chips. How many did that drop out? 2,300 liters of wood chips were sitting in that wood chipper. Wow. Right, we'll take this tree next. I expect to be able to basically pick this whole tree up in one go. Yeah, this weighs less than any chunk of the other tree that I was handling. So we'll get this straight into here as well. But it's not actually going to give me many wood chips. And then we need to get this tree out, and I don't know, on the edge here. Yeah, I think this tree has to come as well. I think we're going to have to take this as well. So let's start with this one. We'll see how many we get out today. Certainly we'll take these two. And there is where we want to cut this. We'll clear as much as we have to off here, and as much as we can in the time we've got. It is already 24 minutes past 2 in the afternoon. We're not going to deal with field 88 today. I think we'll probably try and do that on a day in February and get that set up. For now, that tree is coming down and is coming down onto the other ones. So we've got to take this one anyway. Might as well take that now and get rid of that support crutch for it. And we might be able to pick this tree up ourselves anyway. Yeah, down it comes. Right, and oh yeah, there's a lot of excess bits on this, which we can cut off, but it looks like there's a few branches that need slicing off in order to get this one in. Yeah, it's 1.6 tons at the moment. There's no way we're picking this tree up. Seems earlier I was mistaken. I did have super strength enabled, and there's no way I should have picked up the trees that I did. So yeah, I'm not that strong. I really should have just been dealing with smaller pieces of wood. So now I am. I can pick up much smaller bits, and this is a little bit more realistic. So yeah, just coming clean, and I am not that strong. I really can only lift about 100 kilograms at most of wood. But we've got the little tree out of the way fairly quickly. This is the last couple of bits of it, and then we can crack on with the large one. Time is going fairly well. I don't think we're going to get the last big tree out, but that's not a huge problem. I don't think we overly need to take that tree. I think clearing these ones out at the top here were the ones we really needed to do. And we'll probably get, whoa, well, we should get at least 40,000 litres off this. I think we're going to get, 40,000 pounds off this. I think we're going to get more. So let's cut these branches off. One thing I am slightly worryingly having at the moment is some errors. So you can see in here that I've got some red errors whenever I do this. I don't know if this is a mod I'm running. It seems to be a mission script that's causing it, but it's a really weird one. Every time I cut a tree though, my oh, wow, I now got no collision on that tree. That's interesting. Yeah, don't know what's happening there. That's a little bit concerning. So I'm cutting these into much smaller pieces because obviously we can't carry as much as we were before. What I'm going to do, I think I still can't pick these. Yeah, I still can't pick those pieces up. So we'll cut these into wedges. Did this a lot in my live stream on the community multiplayer server. We had to cut these down a lot. It does mean things take that little bit longer, but we should be able to clear this off, and we'll make a load of money, as I said, because we are doing 40. We should do 40,000 litres easy. We've got. I think we're gonna do possibly double that with what we have left here to cut. These slicers should be small enough. Yeah, 282 kilograms. I'm hoping that cutting these in half means I'm going to be able to pick these up. There we go. And then one more. Through that there. And we'll see if we can pick any of these up or whether we need to cut this into smaller chunks. I think this one down here, I've actually cut it into a really small chunk and a much bigger one. Right, yeah, we can pick that up. So this slice can then just slot straight in here and see how much we're up to. We're coming towards the front of the, yeah, we're at 10,000. Another 8,000 litres can go in the trailer, and we're just getting in to the big bits of this tree. Last wedge from this bit, and we'll see where this leaves us. We are pointing towards the back. In fact, no, we're full. So, yep. Turn that off. Disconnect it. That is, that's got some wood chips sitting in there as well. So this is our second trailer full. We are gonna have a third trailer full off here. And I think what I might end up having to do is, rather than do a day in February, we might do another day in January, finish this job off, and get the cultivator going on field 88, sort field 88 out at the same time. Because I need to get this tree cut, and there's not really enough time to do it in what remains of today. So back up to our sell point up here. I'm wondering if it's gone over £1,000 per 1,000 litres yet. Yeah, we have. We've hit exactly £1,000 per 1,000 litres. Wow. This just pays so well, wood chips. This is just off 2 and a bit trees. We have made nearly 40,000 today. That is quite something. And there's the confirmation, 18,502. Just slightly over £1,000 per 1,000 litres. And we're at 58,888. That is a cracking number. This means we should hit... Are you going to move cars? Nope. This means we should hit... probably around about 80,000 today, once we get this final tree cutting in. And once we get to that point, we'll see where we are, and if we need to spend another day to get the rest of this tree out, we will. But I think we've probably done enough with this tree out to actually get the get to work on a vineyard here. We've got another tree there if we wanted to, but I think that we're not really in a position where we can take that out. And that one on the end there, very much optional, whereas the two here, very necessary. One thing I am going to have to do is get a much higher powered tractor and get these stumps ground up, because we don't have our tractor is not powerful enough to run the stump grinder. Sun is beginning to set now, and I've cut the next section of tree. Still quite a bit of tree to go here, and it's really, really good, this. I mean, we've only cut 2 trees and a bit. We're gonna get a third trailer full off here, and it is just gonna make us a ton of cash. Push that in. I will say, since the 1.6 update, trees much easier to get into the chipper, even if we are getting that error when we're cutting stuff. That is a little bit weird, but the collisions definitely seem to be improved. And yet 2 more chunks, and we will see how full our trailer is. It's not pointing anywhere near the back yet, so there's still a way to go. Oh, and this one is actually still too heavy. So we cut that in half, put 2 more chunks in, and then we can check it and see where we are. Last chunk, and in it goes. It's putting about halfway, so about 10,000, yeah, 11,000 litres in there. Right, can I pick up any of these side branches? No, so chop that in half. And we'll get that in. Yeah, pick that up. It's got a little bit of, it's got a couple of branches hanging off the side, but should be all right. So that can go in there. Yeah, there's still a lot of tree left. And you can tell it's winter because it's 20 to 6 in the evening, and it's just getting so dark already, to the point where, well, I can put the flashlight on, which you can't carry stuff with the flashlight on, annoyingly, but we can put the flashlight on to see where we're cutting. I would very much like a helmet light cam. The the flashlight not being able to be turned on or being available when you're carrying stuff is annoying, to say the least. Right, stick that in. It's riding up. Let's try putting it in that way around. Alright, it's trying to go in. Yeah, there it goes. Get the other one in. That's still too heavy, as is that. Wow, so difficult to get the weights of some of this stuff right. Oh, there. That'll cut down that. Put that back on. And yeah, I think we'll fill this trailer, and then it's going to be too dark for us to continue. I will have to make a decision as to whether we'll just keep doing this second day of January, and whether we do that off camera. I'm half tempted to do it off camera and see where we are, because that is nearly a full trailer. 17,024. There's still half a tree to go. Yeah, but I don't want to do another whole episode on this, so we'll see if we can get this cleared up off camera before February. And then in February, if the weather's good enough, we might head into field 88 and get that done. How full is the trailer? 18,281. What have we got over here? I think this or that might do it. Let's grab this. It only needs less than 300 meters of wood chips left. There it goes. And that, I think, has done it. Yeah, right. So let's get the lights on. Turn it off. Unclip it. And this is going to be the last load I do today. Got a little bit more cleaning up to do on here, but that is one hell of a result. In fact, I think when we come back in February, we could very easily be at 100,000, which would be incredible. For now, we are earning £1,000 per 1,000 litres. We'll make another 18,500 off this, and it is gonna put us well over 80,000. And with that kind of success, that is where I'm gonna leave it on the farm today. Thank you for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Huge thank you as well to all of my patrons and channel members. These videos are only made possible thanks to your support. If you want more from Virtual Farmer, please check out the videos on screen now, or subscribe for more. And I will see you next time.